Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name's Julie, this is Julie's Tarot reading. Apologies for being away. Today I'm going to do a 4-card reading for the sign of Taurus. Do you feel there's love coming in here? Although it's going to be a general reading, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. I'm feeling something sort of from the past maybe resurfacing, but let's have a look and see what comes out for you. It is a general reading, not a specific love reading, so let's hope I can get you some information, Taurus. The first card is going to be where you are now. The second card is any advice that you should... No, sorry, I beg your pardon, I've got that totally wrong. So sorry. First card, where you are now. Second card is where you're going. Third card would be advice. And the fourth card is outcome. And then we've got a few other cards to clarify the main cards that come out. Please tell me. Okay, this is very clear. All right, so the first card that's falling out is the Six of Cups. Hopefully you can see that okay. Okay, Six of Cups is soulmate energy. It's also about reminiscing, nostalgia, childhood. I feel like you could be looking back on something, but let's have a look. As I say, I did feel quite strongly love for you today. Let's see what else comes out for you. Okay, let's have something, please. All right, so... I've got 2 decks on the go here. The next card that fell out is the Death card. So something that's ended, something from the past has ended. I do feel it could be a fire sign, male or female, and I feel like you could be looking back at the past. I mean, they've given you the King of Wands under the Six of Cups. Now, you can see this man's looking left. Left is the past, right is the future. And if a card is face on, for example, like that, then they're looking at the present. So I do feel, and I'm getting very strongly male energy here. Sorry, ladies, but I mean, there is no gender in tarot, but it could, I'm just feeling quite strongly for the men today. You could be looking back at something from the past. Just thought I had to tell you. But I feel like that time is over. You're in a transitional period now. Because the next card that came out, so this is where you are. This is where you're going. You're going through a transition. Something's finishing. A cycle's ending. The next card that came out was the Ace of Swords. This is clarity, cutting things out, moving on. It's also about a new thought process, seeing things differently. And let's get another one for you. Let's see what the outcome is for you. Okay, they gave you the Page of Wands. This is positive, good news. It's also about new chapters. It can be about moving in a new direction. Let's get some clarification on these cards. So what I'm feeling is that, Taurus, you might be looking back at the past. You could be reminiscing. You could be talking to an old flame. It could be that you're just wanting to close a chapter or are closing a chapter, but you're taking a sort of... This new moon has brought a lot of emotional feelings of nostalgia from the past up. And I do feel this person may have been a soulmate. And maybe you're no longer together, but you're looking back at that relationship or that friendship and deciding that this chapter now needs to close. You've got the Death card. Well, they also gave you, under the Death card, they gave you the Six of Wands. So I do feel that you will successfully close that chapter. It's almost like when you're walking away from somewhere and you just glance back over your shoulder, it kind of feels like that. It feels like you're just glancing back over your shoulder, one last look, and then you sort of throw the match and burn it all down kind of thing, because this is like a major life cycle. The death card is about endings. There's no two ways about it. It's not about physical death. It is about having an ending, a transition. They're giving me so many messages. I'm so sorry. They're confusing me now. Okay, so whatever this was, it needed to end. And I feel like you might have taken a while to try and end it, but now you've done it. You've been successful. I don't feel you are together with this person. I just feel that you're kind of, I mean, we're coming to the end of the year. Most people reflect on the year that they've had. I've also just given you the Seven of Pentacles. This was an investment. I feel like you invested in this relationship. You're taking one look. You know it's over. You know it's done. You know it's time to move on. You are going through, and I feel like within the next month, you're going to go through quite a massive transition, because this is where you're going, and it will be very successful for you. Give me some clarification on the Six of... Yeah, they're giving you the Four of Swords. This is healing, recovery, maybe spending a little bit of time on your own. You could be doing that now. As I said, reflecting back. They gave you the Knight of Pentacles, so maybe this has been ongoing for a little while. And they gave you the Knight of Cups, so that's looking at your feelings. So over these two cards, I definitely feel like you invested quite a lot of time in that relationship. It's been over for a while, and you're just taking one last look before you move on. And I feel you'll do this by the end of the year. You could have lived together. They gave you the Four of Wands. You could have been married. And you did invest time in this. But I haven't got the heartbreak card here. But I feel like it died a natural death. That's kind of just, I don't know, fizzled out, or came to an ending, really. That's what I'm getting. Acknowledging this emotionally, moving on. It may have taken a while, but that's okay. It takes as long as it takes. Healing taking place, solitude, to have this transition, and you will do it successfully. Can I have a card for the Ace of Swords, please? I feel like, yeah, they're giving you the World. This is about, excuse me, seeing clearly, thinking clearly, cutting things out, new beginnings. When the sword is upright, it's about starting over, fresh, new beginnings. And the fact that they gave you the World is very similar to the Death card. An ending, and this is also an ending. It's a cycle, a chapter. It's coming to an end. You're seeing things clearly. I think you're done with that. You know, that's done. You're healing, maybe being a little bit solitary. And I think you need that to go through this transition. Tell me about the outcome, please. You've got the Page of Wands. Like I said, this is new beginnings, passion, going in the right direction. It's also about positive news. And they're giving you, come on, please give me something. They're giving you the Nine of Cups. So this positive new beginning, this positive news coming in, Nine of Cups, this is a happy card. This person has 9 cups. Not quite the 10, but it's certainly a good start. This is about emotional happiness. And I do feel that you are on the right path, is what they're saying to me. I just want to get a couple of other little cards and see if I can, give me this, okay. A few other cards to see what, you know, we know where you've been. We know where you are now. We know where you're going. And what you've got to do to get there, which is solitude and healing, to have this transition. Let me ask about this Ace of Swords in the World, please. What's closing out? And okay, so they gave you the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like when you finally throw that match over your shoulder and burn the past down, sorry, my deck's just gone a bit squiffy. Take that last look. I think you may have spent a long time investing in this, and you've done the healing, you've done the emotional acknowledgement, and now you're having this transition and moving on. And they're saying that for some period, I feel like there's a period here between the Death and the Ace of Swords where you may spend some time alone. After you've had this transition, you're going to see things very clearly, and you may want to be alone and independent, single, for a while we're often in this transitional period where when something ends, we want something new, but it doesn't come in immediately. There's like this void period where we've ended something. We want to move on. We want this new chapter, but there's no time limit here. It's okay to be alone for a little while, independent, enjoying your own company, being with your friends and family, just acclimatizing, if you like, to this new period, this new chapter that you're coming into. Getting your ducks in a row, just seeing things clearly. Maybe in the new year you'll make a move forward, but I feel like the Page of Wands, that's weeks, so it could be anywhere between 8 to 10 weeks. It could be as much as 11. So what is that? I mean, we're at 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I feel like sort of middle of Jan, end of Jan, you'll be in this very happy period. They also just gave you the Star. It could be with an Aquarius, male or female, but it's also about healing, happiness, faith, trust that, you know, you're on the right path now. I just want to get one more for you, Taurus. One more, please. Oh, okay. Put my glasses back on. You've got the Nine of Wands in reverse. Nine of Wands is about sort of courage and determination to move forward. It's in reverse. So like I said, you could be having this rest period where you're not pushing forward with a new romance or anything else. You've got the Eight of Pentacles kind of fell out on its side. So I feel this is about, you know, working, moving forward. But I feel like, no, you're going to have a little bit of this, like I said, this void, this lull, this just relax, you know, taking the sunshine, whatever it might be a winter holiday. But you are coming out the other side feeling very happy, and you've got the Two of Wands to close with, and that is, now it's time in the new year. It's the time to make plans, look to the future, but enjoy this rest period here. That void period, perfectly normal, perfectly happy. Don't push forward, just relax, just acclimatize to your new single position. Not pushing forward too much. Enjoy the Christmas period, acclimatize to the new year. And then, I mean, the Star card is for Aquarius, and Aquarius is in January. So, yeah, mid-Jan to mid-Feb, I think. Yeah, so in Jan, by the end of Jan, I feel like you'll be in a much happier period, making plans, moving forward, having this new beginning, and it's going to be positive. I hope that made sense for you, Taurus. There was throwing so many messages at me. It's like 5 people chattering at once. It was getting a bit confusing. Anyway, that was your reading for today. As I say, take one last look at the past. Acknowledge how you feel about it. Yes, you did invest in it, but, you know, I think you know the door's got to close. You're healing. You're doing fabulous. You're on the right track. You're going to come out the other side with a transition and very much clarity. Enjoy that period. The chapter will close out, and come the new year, you'll be in a whole different space, positively moving forward, being genuinely emotionally happy and making plans for your future. Anyway, I hope that all made sense for you today, Taurus. Have a fab day. Catch you in December for a slightly longer reading. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.